here we go. Using only your feet. Survivors ready. Go. You're making history and trying to win immunity to keep your quest for the $1 million alive. Keith drops his pieces. John, Natalie drops her pieces. Wes has his pieces, and they go everywhere. If a piece drops at any point, you can pick it up with your hands to put it back in the basket, but you've got to use your feet to do everything else involving this challenge. Everybody has their pieces now. Now begins the learning curve. This is not something you typically practice at home. You're gonna really test your core, your balance. Reed off to a fast start. Keith doing a nice job. Jeremy off to a quick start. Jeremy won immunity last challenge, would like to win it again right here. John struggling. Missy moving slowly.
No panic. No.
There are 21 pieces total, 7 on the bottom, 7 in the middle, 7 on top. Then you have the flag, which will have to go up and over everything. Reed working on that second level. Gonna get a little tougher now. Natalie and Baylor on their second level. Wes doing a nice job. Alex struggling. Jeremy on that second level. Keith moving very quickly. Reed moving quickly. He's on the last piece of that second row. And he's got it. Reed working on that top row. Keith working on that top row. It is Keith and Reed. What? But you don't want to panic in this challenge because anything can happen. Somebody can knock half their stack over and go from first to last, like Reed just did. Keith doing a nice job on his third row. Natalie now working on her third row. Baylor working on her third row. Jacqueline still moving slowly. Missy trying to pick up some ground. Jeremy getting ready to start on that top row now. West working on that top row. The higher this gets, the more difficult it gets. Less wiggle room. Requires more of your core to lift those pieces up and keep them steady. Keith only a couple of pieces left. Reed with only a few pieces left. Huge immunity on the line. Keith on that last piece on the final row. Disaster. Reed, 1 piece left on his top stack. Then it's on to the flag. Reed knocks one off. He's got to try it again. Natalie drops her stack. Baylor doing a nice job on her third row. Jeremy trying to get back in this. Reed drops again. Got to try it again. Baylor very close now.
Get him, Bay. Come on, Baylor.
Baylor now with her last piece on that top row. It is Baylor and Reed. Baylor drops a piece.
Go slow, Baylor.
Reed trying to put that last piece. He knocks 2 down. Door is open for Baylor. Baylor has it. She's now going for the flag.
Come on, Baylor.
Reed's got to pick it up now.
Okay, calm down, calm down.
Take your time.
Baylor, can she do it?
Baylor, go slow.
Yes, Baylor wins individual immunity.
Nice. Yeah, that's a girl.
Hey, nice work. Nice work.
Oh, dear.
Jeez, how tough is that, huh?
All right, here we go. For immunity. Survivors ready. Go. First step is unspooling that rope, which is not nearly as easy when you just have your toes to work with. Wentworth first down with her blocks. Abby has hers. Kimmy has hers. Joe has his. Jeremy got his. Keith has his. If any of your blocks fall, you can pick them up with your hand, throw them back in your basket. Once you have your blocks, start working on it. Spencer still trying to get his blocks down, losing a lot of time in this. Spencer finally has his pieces free. Joe off to a fast start. Kimmy off to a quick start. Wentworth doing a nice job. Jeremy has his first level, working on that second level. Keith is on his second level. Abby starting on her second level. Everybody off to a quick start on this first level, except Vishback, slowest out of the gate with only 2 pieces on the bottom.
I got some problems with my feet here, dude.
Feet look prehistoric. Wow, you've had a rough go. Joe trying to place that first piece on his second level. The more you move up, the more precarious it becomes. You've got to make sure you have them stacked right on the bottom. If not, you're going to have problems later on the top. Spencer's now in this. Spencer's made up a lot of time in terms of stacking them. Keith knocks a couple off. That's going to set him back. Jeremy knocks a couple off. This is where patience will pay off. Right now, Wentworth starting to work on her third level. It is now Wentworth in the lead. Joe right behind. Joe now working on his third row. Keith has now finished his second row. Keith now working on his third row. Spencer finishes his second row. Spencer now working on his third row. It is Keith, Spencer, Wentworth, and Joe. Joe places his second block on his top row. Keith places his second block. Kelly's struggling now with that top row. It's hard. You've got to lift these blocks higher. You've got to lift from your core. Joe places the third block. If Joe wins his 5th individual immunity, he would join an elite group. Only 5 people have ever won 5 individual immunities in one season.
Oh, what?
Joe just had a setback. A lot of blocks just fell from Joe, and he's got to go backwards now and pick it up. Spencer places his third on the top row. Oh, but disaster for Keith. He's got to go back. You are not out of this challenge until somebody places that flag, because it gets more and more difficult the higher you go. Spencer now places his 4th block on the top row. It is now Spencer in the lead. Joe has repaired all the damage and is now back in this. Joe places his 4th on the top row. Spencer places his 5th. It is now Spencer and Joe. Joe places his 5th. The last person to release his blocks is now in it to win it. Spencer places his 6th. Joe has 5, Spencer has 6. This would be a huge come from behind for Spencer to dethrone Joe. Spencer places his 7th. Spencer placing the last block on the top row. Joe places his 6th. Spencer with the 8th block on the top row. And he's got it. Spencer now has 1 step left. That is the finish flag for the win. Joe places his 7th. Spencer for the win. Can he get it in the hole? Joe down to his last piece in this 3rd section. Spencer struggling. He got it! Spencer wins individual immunity, bringing Joe's streak to an end.
Good job, Spence.
Good job, Spencer. Awesome, Spencer.
Good job, Spence.
All right, here we go for reward. Survivors ready. Go. Barefoot, using only your feet. First step is to untie that rope, release those pieces. Everybody has their blocks released. Now you start building a foundation you're going to rely on to get you all the way to the top. Another metaphor for Survivor. Building foundations every day, trying to get an alliance that you can trust, knowing it could topple at any moment, which will happen out here. Lauren off to a fast start. Mike making fast work of this. Ashley getting some momentum going. Once you get that bottom level, you start on that second level. But you got to keep it stable because there's a 3rd level and then a flag. Lauren working on that 2nd level. Mike starting on his 2nd level. Here goes Ashley. JP starting on his 2nd level. Right now it is Lauren in the lead. Mike right on her tail. Ryan still working on that bottom level. Ben taking his time. Devin taking his time. Joe trying to stay in it. You never, ever know what skills are going to be required on Survivor. Mike with another piece. Mike now working on his 3rd level. It's now Mike in the lead. Lauren right next to him feeling that panic. You could be so close to a cheeseburger and not taste it if you don't win. Chrissy getting close to finishing that 2nd level. Ashley now working on that top level. Lauren with another piece. Mike with another piece. After a crazy tribal council, who knows where Mike stands in this game? Reward would be nice. Mike with another piece. Here comes Ashley with another piece up top. Chrissy now at the top row. It is now Mike, then Lauren, Ashley, and Chrissy. Everybody hoping Mike will drop and open the door, but Mike has got a rhythm and it is working. Mike down to 1 piece left. Mike places his last piece on the top. If he can get it to stick, a lot of action with those toes. It's there. Mike now going for the flag. Lauren trying to adjust. Ashley picking up the pace. Mike could win it right here if he can get that flag up and over. go. Mike dropped the piece. Now put the flag back in the hole. Get that piece back in your bin and repair it. That opens the door now. Ashley can feel it. Lauren can feel it. Now it is Lauren going for the flag. Can she get that last element? A skinny little flag up over the top and into its slot. Lauren hovering. Here goes Mike trying again for the flag. Lauren does it. Lauren wins individual reward. Second challenge win in a row.
Nice job, Lauren.
All right, here we go. For immunity. Survivors ready. Go. First step is to release the rope. Everything's done with your feet. Evie quickly has hers dropping. Sydney has hers in there. Yeah, you can use your hands to get the rest of them in there. Then get that rope out of the way. And then get to work. You can only use your feet. You want to make sure you have a solid foundation because you're building 3 levels.
Good work, you guys. Good job, guys.
A lot on the line. The game has just taken a giant turn. The game is constantly changing. Adaptation is essential on Survivor. Sydney off to a fast start. Evie off to a good start. Danny's got a nice foundation going. Card doing a nice job. Deshaun with another piece. Everybody doing a very good job out of the gate. Everybody is in this.
Good job, guys. You got this.
Nice and slow.
In the early lead, it is Sydney and Evie, both with about the same amount of progress. But the further along you get in this challenge, the more difficult it becomes because it's more likely that you will knock another block off while you're trying to place one.
Let's go, Evie.
Evie now going on to that 3rd level.
Good job, Evie.
Wow.
Good job, Evie. Good job, Sydney.
Sydney's on her 3rd level. Deshaun now moving on to his 3rd level. It's Evie, Sydney, Deshaun, and Ricard all on the 3rd level right now. We got a challenge.
Come on, Deshaun.
We've got 4 people that are in it. Here comes Nasir. He's got his first block, but knocks
You
one
got
off.
this. You got this, Ricard.
It is Sydney, Evie, Deshaun, and Ricard. All 4 are in it side by side.
Come on, Ricard. Come on, Sean.
One mistake could open the door.
Great.
Keep digging, keep fighting. Evie with another piece. Sydney with another piece. Evie down to her last piece. Sydney has 2 left.
Nice work.
Nice work. There she is. She's doing great.
Evie with her last piece. Now she's
Okay,
got to
Evie,
use
slow,
both
baby
feet to
girl.
get the flag.
Wow.
Sydney trying to stay in this. It is Evie and Sydney. Evie now with the flag. The hardest part, got to get up and over the 3 stacks using both feet. And she knocks a block off. That's what
okay.
Sydney
It's okay.
needed. Now Deshaun is in it. Ricard now has his last block. It's now Ricard going for the flag. Ricard can pull it out right here. Takes a lot of
You
touch.
need longer on the end. Oh, it's okay, Evie.
It's now Sydney trying to place her flag.
Oh my God.
Here goes Ricard with his flag. Can she get it?
Oh, wow.
Careful.
She's got to drop in that slot without knocking anything over. It is second by second. Ricard. Ricard has it. Ricard by seconds wins immunity over Sydney. Safe tonight at Tribal Council. Guaranteed a 1 in 11 shot at this game. Guaranteed a spot in the final 11.
Phenomenal.
Wow.
That was an epic finish.
Good job.